In a city square in China, a woman was singing and dancing in front of her phone. Her exaggerated movements drew the attention of passersby. In another city's pedestrian street, a woman dressed in black introduced herself loudly to her phone and then started dancing awkwardly. In a bustling commercial district, a woman was energetically singing and dancing to a children's song. A similar scene appeared in another square, where a girl was surrounded by a crowd, passionately singing and dancing, attracting people to stop and watch. There was also a girl who, after finishing her workout, couldn't help but sing passionately in the park. According to onlookers, these women weren't street performers, but live streaming artists. They were showcasing their talents in their live streams, aiming to earn more money through tips from their top supporters. Apart from performing, some women also made money by promoting products during their streams. In one clip, several women were seen in a shabby, dirty courtyard, walking on treadmills while wearing what seemed to be branded outfits, continuously promoting products in their live streams. Despite the poor conditions, they were very professional, each having a specific role, and they didn't interrupt each other. It could be said that they were maximizing the use of resources. In recent years, becoming an influencer, live streamer, or engaging in e-commerce and products promotion has become a new career trend among young people. In 2023, Weibo released a survey on employment options for young people. The data showed that among nearly 10,000 surveyed new graduates, 62% considered new professions like live streaming and influencer roles when looking for jobs. As the number of online audiovisual users in China continues to grow, more people are taking up live streaming as a profession. By the end of 2023, there were over 15 million professional online streamers in China. As of December last year, the number of online audiovisual users in China reached over 1 billion, with an average internet usage rate of 98%, maintaining its position as a top internet application. Wang, who graduated in 2023 from a top university with a major in finance, shared her experience. She initially planned to work in accounting or finance at a foreign company, but the job search process was very difficult. The job offers her peers received had low salaries, mostly ranging from 3,000 to 5,000 yuan per month. However, due to her attractive appearance and experience hosting events during college, she decided to try out for a streaming position at a media company, and she quickly received an offer. The monthly salary and signing bonus promised in the contract were higher than what she could have earned in a finance role, which was the main reason she decided to become a streamer. Wang candidly admitted that her streaming career had gone relatively smoothly. Within less than 6 months, she already had several male patrons, or loyal viewers, who regularly spent money to send her gifts during her live streams. She joked that the accounting and finance knowledge she's earned in school was of no use now. Instead, she focused on figuring out how to get her patrons to send more gifts, either by acting cute or showing off her talents. On the Douyin social media platform, Huazi is a carnival gift that costs 30,000 Douyin coins, which requires a top-up of 3,000 yuan, approximately $420. Streamers can earn around 14,000 yuan, about $200 from each Huazi as a commission. With stable support from her patrons, Wang no longer had to stream tirelessly for over 10 hours a day. She only needed to stream 3 to 5 hours, and the regular tips allowed her to earn over 10,000 yuan a month. She often used this income to buy luxury items as a reward for herself. Wang revealed that she made more money than her classmates who worked in finance, and her working hours were shorter. However, she did not dare to tell her parents what she did for a living, and instead lied that she worked at a company. Although she feared that one day her parents might come across her stream, she was more worried that her patrons would be stolen by other streamers. The rise of live streaming culture in China can largely be attributed to the country's short video platforms. For many elderly users, live streaming, known for its interactive and engaging format, has become a significant form of entertainment in their daily lives. According to a report by Quest Mobile, a professional mobile internet business intelligence service in China, Douyin and Kuaishou, the two major platforms, saw an increase in the proportion of senior users watching live streams. The share of elderly viewers on Douyin rose from 18.8% to 21.2%, while on Kuaishou it increased from 18.5% to 23%. As more elderly people begin using the internet, their interest in new forms of entertainment, such as short videos and live streaming, has grown significantly. Among these, live streaming has rapidly become a part of their daily lives, serving as a new way for them to communicate, learn, and share. At the same time, many middle-aged and elderly users are now comparing products and finding good deals in live streaming sessions, replacing traditional in-store shopping. The enthusiasm of older adults for live streaming is also reflected in their increasing consumption power and willingness to spend. In September 2023, 32.5% of online purchases made by seniors were in the range of 1,999 yuan, approximately 140 to 280 US dollars, showing a year-on-year growth of 0.6%. For purchases between 2,000 yuan and 2,999 yuan, the proportion was 8.4%, up by 0.8% compared to the previous year. However, experts have pointed out that while live streaming can be a profitable avenue, it also reflects a serious social issue. China's economy is facing a downturn. One of the most pressing concerns is China's employment problem. In August this year, the unemployment rate for the labor force aged 16 to 24, excluding students, rose by 1.7 percentage points to 18.8%. Subsequently, on September 25th, the Chinese government highlighted high quality and full employment as a priority for economic and social development, which will be included in national economic and social planning. The document emphasizes the need to better align education with talent demand and expand career paths for skilled professionals. Experts believe that this was aimed at addressing the high unemployment rate among young people in China. Moreover, reports show that just before the graduation season in 2024, China's Ministry of Human Resources and Social Security announced the addition of 19 new occupations. Notably, aside from tech-related roles like cloud network intelligence operation and maintenance personnel, and generative AI system application specialists, live stream host was also included. According to a report by Beijing Business Today, officially recognizing the role of live streamers can help eliminate the stigma of being seen as an unconventional job. A social media user named Finance Sister sarcastically commented, "There will be no unemployment in the future. If live streaming is considered a profession, China's employment rate can stay at 100%. Despite this, there has been a steady decline in the demand for high education positions in the market, far fewer than the number of master's and doctoral graduates each year." According to the 2024 College Graduate Employability Survey report by Zhaopian, the offer rate for graduates with master's and doctoral degrees from 2024 was 44.4%, down 12.3% from the previous year, and lower than the 45.4% rate for undergraduates. The Beijing Municipal Education Commission indicated that Beijing's universities expected around 296,000 full-time graduates, including 160,800 postgraduate students, which outnumbered undergraduates by nearly 25,000. This marked the first time that the number of postgraduates was set to exceed undergraduates, highlighting this mismatch between education supply and market demand. Additionally, the allure of being a returnee from overseas has faded in China. Chinese media interviewed Vivian Shi, who spent her undergraduate and graduate education in the U.S. During the pandemic in 2022, she gave up a high-paying job at a Wall Street investment bank to return to China. She joined a well-established fund company in Shanghai, earning tens of thousands of yuan per month, excluding bonuses. Her job primarily involved investing in U.S. stocks for high-net-worth clients. However, Vivian shared that by 2023, it was clear that the economy was struggling. Although the pandemic had passed, the expected economic recovery did not happen. Many high-net-worth clients had lost assets during the pandemic, and many investments in the funds were facing losses. In June this year, she was laid off. Since then, she has been applying for jobs alongside many new graduates. But she noticed that the coveted jobs at brokerage firms, funds, and investment banks are becoming fewer and harder to obtain. Another interviewee, Angela Liu, studied graphic design at the School of Visual Arts in New York, a top-ranking program in the U.S. During her college years, she made many preparations for her career. After graduating this year, she sent out numerous resumes, but only received an offer for an internship at an art auction house. She expressed her disappointment during the interview, saying that the job felt like a mix of everything, including a lot of menial tasks. After careful consideration, she decided to pursue further studies and recently got accepted into the master's program in art management at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. She mentioned, "In my future studies, I will focus more on the combination of art and management, rather than just pursuing art, because the career prospects in the art field are too narrow." Dr. Cui Kai, who had been involved in U.S. study consultation services for 18 years, noted that as the number of graduates from Chinese universities continues to grow, the employment advantage of returnees has gradually diminished. This is especially evident in traditional fields like finance and law, where the salary edge of returnees has weakened, with some even taking on low-skill jobs such as food delivery. Moreover, even some high-paying and popular majors have received a red card. In recent years, law has been classified as a major red card, meaning it ranks low based on employment rates, salaries, and job satisfaction. According to various employment data from institutions, even graduates from prestigious universities in law have lower employment rates. A report from the social media outlet Law Reference stated that in 2024, there were frequent reports of pay cuts and layoffs from the highly regarded Red Circle law firms. However, these firms are making efforts to expand into other markets and rapidly grow their international business. Since early 2023, at least 8 major law firms in China have opened offices in Asia and the US, with plans to establish more. Another social issue emerging from the boom in live streaming is that young people are becoming less motivated to work hard. With the economic downturn and poor employment prospects, more young people are losing hope and choosing to lie flat. The founder of a digital creative agency in Taipei, Lu Yizhi, pointed out that in China, there is roughly one online streamer for every 100 people, and everyone dreams of waking up one day with millions of followers. From the platform's perspective, if they promote 100 streamers and just one becomes a hit, they can make significant profits, while the other 99 failures would only incur minimal marketing costs. Mr. He, who works in the e-commerce industry in Hangzhou, told Voice of America that while these stories of small-time figures rising to fame can be seen as inspirational, they also reinforce the belief that everyone else is inferior. This mindset drives many to chase after sudden wealth by joining the live streaming trend. He emphasized that the business models and profit structures behind these platforms deserve attention because the cyclical creation of top amateur influencers encourages more content creators to produce material and generate value for the platforms. However, the reality may not be as rosy. In early April, Global Times, a state-run media outlet, published an article by Professor Liu Benfeng from the University of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. He noted that as of December 2023, there were 1.55 billion short video accounts across the Chinese internet, with over 15 million people making live streaming their main occupation. The article analyzed that if this massive scale could be properly regulated and guided, it could become a significant force in driving China's digital economy and helping farmers increase their income. However, it also acknowledged that over 60% of streamers are young people aged 18 to 29. Surveys showed that 95.2% of them earned less than 5,000 yuan, about $700 per month, while only 0.4% made over 100,000 yuan, approximately $14,000 a month. In other words, 2% of streamers earn 80% of the revenue, while the remaining 98% struggle to make ends meet and miss out on critical career development, wasting valuable time. Jerry, who spent many years working in corporate media relations in Shanghai, observed that young people in China often have high expectations or a lie-flat attitude, lacking the strong work ethic of the previous generation. Seeing how quickly online streamers make money, they rush to join the trend. For example, newcomers to the workforce earn an average monthly salary of 4,000 to 5,000 yuan, about 562 to 702 US dollars. But if a live stream attracts tips, like a virtual carnival gift worth 3,000 yuan, even after splitting the earnings with the platform, it's still easier money than a regular job. However, Jerry also noted that brands doing beauty product live streams on Taobao used to earn at least 20,000 to 30,000 yuan from a 6-hour session, with product bonuses alone bringing in at least 30,000 yuan monthly. Now, sales have dropped to a third of that, and income has been halved, largely due to the economic situation. He admitted that live streaming is a shortcut, but more people are joining without making any money because the poor economy means there's little profit to be made. Many streamers can't sustain themselves for long. Some quit after a month or even 3 days. People think becoming an influencer will make them rich, but the opportunity to make money is long gone. In the end, it's the platforms that win. Overall, Jerry does not have an optimistic view of the future development of China's live streaming industry. Ms. Su, who currently lives in Beijing and was a former social media worker, stated bluntly that it's almost impossible to get rich through one's own efforts in this era. She said, "We're no longer in the era of mass dividends, where you could earn money doing almost anything and accumulate initial capital. For individuals, the social competition is so fierce that it's incredibly difficult to build a financial foundation. So people just seek stability. If you think you can rise above by yourself, then you're just dreaming. Society simply does not allow it." On the other hand, who are the people spending big money on these internet influencers? Logically, it would be the wealthy willing to spend on such entertainment. Yet, it turns out that those tipping streamers generously are mostly poor people from lower social strata. Reports from Chinese media have highlighted cases where a low-income worker would scrimp and save just to send tips to his favorite female streamer, hoping to become her top supporter. Over the years, he ended up spending hundreds of thousands. There are also cases of women from the lower strata tipping male streamers. One report told of a young woman who received compensation after a traffic accident, totaling several 100,000 yuan. She spent almost all of it tipping a male streamer. Since these individuals don't earn much, they often struggle in real-life relationships and face a high likelihood of rejection. This leads to feelings of disappointment and even inferiority. To cope with these emotions, they turn to virtual platforms where they can interact with attractive people. They enjoy sending gifts and receiving expressions of gratitude from the streamers, finding pleasure in these interactions. However, this joy is fleeting and illusory. Sadly, some people from these lower economic backgrounds become addicted to this happiness, to the point where they can't escape it. Commentators believe that as China's overall environment continues to deteriorate, the relationship between the rising unemployment rate, the live streaming industry, and the top supporters will continue to spiral negatively. The relationship between the rising unemployment rate, the live streaming industry, and the top supporters will continue to spiral negatively. And if you liked this video, please consider sending me a gift, or just subscribe to China Observer.